Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Morrowind. Last time, we continued our quest to remove a bunch of quests from our quest log, and we tried to find the guy that we started a race with about a month ago, and never really finished the race. Couldn't really find the guy. He's probably dead somewhere in a ditch. But we went all the way down to the edge of the world here, to the city of Aimra, where we got even more quests. Isn't that great? We killed some rats, and now we're looking for a man by the name of Jebwin. So he hasn't visited his friend Ivan in a long time, so Ivan's a bit worried about him. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead to the inn and buy a room, because someone we met on the road said that he
I'm
thought that
waiting.
somebody tried to break into his room when he was staying here.
Count only that whatever it is. I'm not interested.
I don't know if that is accurate or if he was just paranoid. I may be blind, but I can tell for a fact that you're not one of the locals or a sailor from across the lake. You don't smell like one. What brings you to Aimra, stranger? I reckon you've already realized this town isn't very welcoming to outsiders. It's not your fault, friend. Some say that suspicion and superstition are in every true Aimra native's blood. With the exception of me, of course. Old Zadathus isn't averse to strangers. I welcome them all, especially the ones who buy me drinks. So what do you do? Zadathus Eldrethi, old Xanathus, they called me. I'm just a blind old man nowadays, but when I was young and full of life, my trade was that of a sailor. So tell me about Ivan. The good priest is not a native of Imra. It's not his fault, but it means that the locals have always been a little wary of him. I was a sailor for over 5 decades until I became blind and turned to drinking. How did I lose my sight? Well, I like to tell a story of how I once stole a kiss from a mermaid queen, and so the jealous king of the sea had my eyes put out. But the far less exciting truth is that if you live long enough, your sight will fade away. I suppose it's your eyes growing tired of looking at the world. Do I sound bitter? Well, maybe I am a little, but I reckon that during those years on the seas and on this lake, I saw more than enough for one lifetime. Beautiful things, yes, but also unfathomable things, things that terrified me to the bone. I tell you, there are nights when glimpses of the things I saw or thought I saw in my youth return to haunt me in my dreams, and I'm glad to wake up blind. So the guy we met on the road was supposed to be studying the drow. Or drow? I'm gonna call him drow. No, drow is the dark elves from, like, D&D. Drew? Drow? These things. There are whispers that there's a whole bunch of them that live in the depths of Lake Andoram, surrounded by ancient shipwrecks and sunken treasures. And others still whisper that when the moons and stars are just right, those monsters take to the land and walk among us as if they weren't waterbound at all. Whether or not there's any truth to that, I can't say, but I reckon it's best that we don't talk about them too much. Who knows who might be listening? Hmm.
How are you today?
Some interesting plot going on. Aren't you a source for sore eyes? Come on, love, give Augustinius a kiss. One more drink and I'm leaving this town behind me. You should do the same, love. What are you? You're a sailor, okay?
What's new?
Can I have a room? Welcome to the Sailor's Inn, Outlander. I'm Delvine Gilmandril, owner of this place. We sell liquor here that you can drink without going blind. Our beds are normally all taken, but since my last lodger, Horev Philippian, decided to make a run for it without paying for his room, we do have one room available. Payment up front this time, though. I've learned my lesson. But enough about me and my troubles. What brings you to Aimra? How many Outlanders come here? Is this the guy I met on the road? Yes, an Outlander, like you. Scholar of some sort, a skittish fellow, the type that never stays here for too long. He left without paying for his room, owes me 30 drakes. I don't have the time to go and look for him, but I don't suppose you could help find him for me, get my money back? Sure, why not? Thank you, Sharia Lightfoot, unless he dived into the lake, and I very much doubt that. The only way to go from here is north. Can't be very far away. Come back when you found him and got my 30 drakes back. Let me buy a bed.
Please have a look around.
And I shall sleep in my room. And... is it this room? No? Why do you disturb me, Outlander? I was just about to give this damn blizzard the beating of his life. Why? being a disgusting lizard. That's why we don't want his ilk in Amra. You're obviously not having a good day. Here, have a drink. Fine, I was feeling a bit thirsty anyways. Hello. Thank you for helping. All Yellow Scales needs now is the key from Divin Gilmendril to go free. Can I free you without the key? No. So...
bothersome creature.
This lady has the key.
Tell your friends about this place.
Can I buy it? No? Okay, fair enough. She probably has it on her person. Which means stealing it is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass.
Please, have a look around.
Oh, I'm having a look around, trust me. Ah, this door is beating me up. An outlander in Amra, a strange speak. I've lived here my whole life, but this place has never felt like home to me. This is a miserable town. What wouldn't I do to get out of here?
Speak, traveler.
You've seen a key. This is probably the proprietress's room, but I doubt the key is going to be in here. I'll just steal some alchemy stuff. And pick this lock. Wow. Cannot believe I failed a 15 twice in a row. That's a good amount of gold.
My time is precious.
How am I going to steal
Our
from
doors
you?
are always open.
It's gonna be pretty freaking hard, huh? Unless I go invisible. Okay, I need you to look over here. Yeah, stealing this key is not going to be possible. There's too many people in this room. Work. So I'm guessing that this is not my room. Yeah, these beds are red. So my room must be the one that's upstairs.
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Just Drowax sitting on the floor? That's not suspicious at all. Common ring up here. Okay. Nobody seemed to be coming to get me in the night, but let me rest a few more hours. Yeah, I feel like the guy was just paranoid. Speaking of which, let's go get his money to pay back his debts.
There's no time for talk. Go.
I wonder if he's still in the same spot that I met him before.
You waste your time. Go away.
Yeah, it looks like he's still there. Let's go get some money. You can't just leave without paying, my dude. That's against the law, and I don't like people that break the law. Don't tell me you're planning on staying in Amra. Yeah, listen to me, buddy. Don't make the same mistake I did. Townspeople, they don't like outlanders like us. You forgot to pay Dilvain Gilmanril for the room. Oh, did I? I suppose I did. Left in quite a hurry. How much do I owe her? 30 septims. Okay, take the money to her, will you? I won't be going back to that inn. I could have lied to him, but I'm a good person. Just because I'm a thief doesn't mean I'm an asshole. The guy's clearly paranoid, but he's not a bad man, probably. I don't know. I don't know his life. I don't know what he's doing. The Drowax being in that room gives me the big sus, but I don't know. It makes me feel like that story about the drow walking among us is real. Do you have the money? Horovos, me. Yep. Thank you, Sharia Lightfoot. Here's a book that Horav left behind. Don't think I'll miss it, so you keep it. Maybe you'll find it interesting, or perhaps you can sell it for some profit. Life Cycle of the Drow. I'm just gonna keep saying it differently every time. Alright, back to looking for Jebian. So, Jebian serves aboard the freighter Parundma. So let's go look for Parundma. One of these must be Parundma. Is it this one? You're a guard.
I'm sure there's someone else you can bother.
Diligent Faith. This isn't Parundma, but I'm curious what's in here. This room is very weirdly colored.
I'm listening.
Got some booze. Got some crates. Got nobody down here to see me stealing their salt rice. It's a lot of salt rice. I'm gonna make so many restore fatigue potions. You don't even know. Inventory's getting a little chonky. Which ain't great. Not a whole lot interesting down here, huh? Some alchemy stuff, some cheap old booze that I don't even care enough to pick up. I was just kinda... Did I throw that on the ground or put it in my inventory? I don't know. And it's sure gonna suck when these guys get to wherever they're going and they realize that someone stole all of their rice.
Go ahead. Find someone.
Sucks to suck.
So, you
Hello.
want something?
I am Salmaru Rathrion. I serve the Induril Ilvi. This freighter, the Diligent Faith, belongs to him. Oh. Well. I didn't realize I was stealing from a celebrity, but I'm not going to complain about it.
Will this take long?
Okay, is this the correct place? Listen, you don't belong here, Outlander. Why don't you get out of Amra and leave us alone?
Waste your time. Go away.
Ah, yeah, here is the Parundma. You're about as popular as a stubbed toe, and whose fault is that? It's yours. Remember Jebian? He's part of my crew. What's this about? Can you tell me more about him? He's just a sailor, lazy and dishonest like young people often are. Before I took him into my crew, he was a street urchin in Dress Harak across the lake. Why are you so interested in him? I understand he's gone missing. So that's so. Who put you up to this? Ivan Seloth. He's worried. The priest is worried. How touching. No, I don't know where Jebian is. I haven't seen him since we unloaded the cargo a couple of days ago. He's a damn sluggard. You have any idea where he could be? Ah, no doubt he's run away with that harlot Anara. She works down at the Sailor's Inn. Jebian visitors often, brings her gifts from across the lake. I guess he must be in love, foolish boy. Dilvine Gellimerl owns the inn. Maybe she knows where the two are. Tell me more about Anara. She works down at the Sailor's Inn. A harlot, like I said. I don't like this guy. He's an asshole. Tell me more about the Parundma. It's a boat. Never liked that priest. He's an outsider like you.
I have no time for you, Bosman.
Okay, well, what if I steal from your ship? Because I don't like you. Nobody likes me. There's a lot of Drowax all over the place in the city. It's just very funny.
I don't like you much.
This looks suspect. Poison. More poison. Salt rice. The monsters. That one knows that none of this counts as stealing, which is interesting. Which probably means that this is not a very legitimate business. I was like very expecting him to just be locked in here, but he's not, which is unusual. Maybe one day I should play with the Ashfall mod, which makes you need to like eat and drink and sleep and all that other good shit. That can be fun sometimes. I liked playing with a similar mod for... Well, thought you'd have a look around, eh? The cargo hold is off limits. You better explain what the hell you're doing down here now. The captain said I could be here? Goddamn liar. You're a damn thief, aren't you? I should skewer you with my saber. Think you can threaten me? You've got another thing coming, you bearded worm. How about I just run away? What? Oi, come back here, you bastard.
Now you're going to get it.
Okay, I guess I'm killing this guy.
You don't deserve to live.
Yarr! I fucking love Morrowind voice acting, it's hilarious. Do you have anything interesting? A chitin peculiar wax amulet. A sack with a... That seems like a broken item. I'm not gonna steal this shit. Peculiar wax amulet, you say? Hi. You don't care that I just murdered that man downstairs? Okay. Well, let's go find the harlot in the inn and talk to her about Jebian. She was the one that was...
Excuse me. Did you say something?
Behind the counter, right?
How are you today?
Speak, traveler.
Tell me more about Anara. No, she hasn't run away. What an odd thing to suggest. She's in the back room behind this counter. Go see for yourself.
Please, have a look around.
Beware the lake, Outlander. Tell me about you. That's me. Tell me about Jebian. Did Jebian send you? Do you have a message from him? Jebian is missing. I'm trying to find him. Oh, I thought he hadn't visited me because he was too busy. I know that Captain Obadiah makes him work like a slave, but the captain hasn't seen him either. Captain Obadiah thought you and Jebian might have run away together. Run away? Together? I don't appreciate that the captain would insinuate something like that. I'm a servant and a barmaid, not well, you know. It's not that kind of place. Jebian and I are just friends. Not that I would mind leaving Aimra. Life here is miserable. If I had the means to leave, believe me, but I'm stuck here. Tell me more about Jebian. It's the only one I feel I can really talk to. You see, I don't have a family. It's difficult sometimes, but Jebian understands me. He's an orphan too. I suppose that's why we originally got to talking. It's good to have someone in my life who knows what it's like. Ivan Sella told me that Jebian is troubled. Yes, I blame the lake. It's playing tricks on his mind and making him sick. Last time I saw him, he told me of a nightmare he had. In the dream, he was underwater. It was cold and dark. Shadows grabbed him by the ankles and pulled him deeper and deeper until a gigantic maw opened below him and swallowed him whole. And after he woke up, he found an amulet in his pocket that he didn't remember putting there. He gave it to me as a gift. Here, have a look. It's a rather ugly thing, to be honest. Another peculiar wax amulet, you say? What happened to your family? I don't know what happened to them. I don't even know who they were. Old Lady Gilmanel, Dilvane's late mother, told me that she just found me alone on her doorstep one day. She wasn't exactly warm, but she was kind enough to take me in. I've been here ever since, working to earn my keep. I have no memory of my parents. They abandoned me here, so they couldn't have been very nice people. I wasn't worried before, but now, find Jebian's story, Lightfoot, please.
What is this regarding, Vosmer?
So, perhaps I should talk with other patrons of the inn. Okay. Do you know anything about Jebian? So Anara's friend has gone missing. No, I don't know where that weird boy is. Haven't seen him in days. What about you? What a Captain Obadiah's crew, right? No, I don't know where he is. I don't know the boy very well.
Speak, traveler.
Jiblin. Honestly now, do I look like I would know him? I stay clear of the locals. You should do the same, love. Psst. Hey there, friend. I hear you're looking for young Jeplin. I reckon I could help you. Why don't you buy old Zadathus a jug of maize first, and then I'll tell you what I know. Mazd. Okay. Do I just have some laying around? I don't think I do. No. I would like to buy some cheap-ass beer. For 9 gold. Darn. Ah, thank you for the moss, friend. Come closer, I don't want him to speak too loudly. Now, you're looking for Jeblin, but I'm afraid that both you and Ivan Seleth are blinder than poor old me when it comes to finding him. Because neither of you is a native of this town, so you don't know about the history of Amra. Tell me more. Tell me, how much do you know about the Arnesian War? Never heard of it. Well, it doesn't matter. It's one thing to know and a whole other thing to remember. It's been over 30 years since the war with the Argonians ended, but the further south you go, the more recent it still is in people's minds. Even now I can recall the sense of impending doom we got from the news of fighting in the plains of Deshan and the horrors that took place in the siege of Tyr. Soon we thought the Argonians would lay waste to Dres Harak across the lake and war would come to Amra. Tell me more. That's when some of the local families wanted to act instead of just waiting. They were saying that we should make sure that the Argonians never crossed Lake Anderim. There's drow in the lake, you see, and they reckoned they could strike a deal with them. They knew the temple wouldn't like it, so it'd all be a secret, pay the drow tribute, and they protect us. Now, I don't know what really happened in the end, but what I do know is that we never saw so much of a sliver of a lizard in Amra. And what does any of this have to do with Jeblin? Ah, you see, it was none other than the Marvis family who pushed the deal. It said that old man Marvis, Captain Obiter's father, was the main instigator. I don't know what sort of deal he was supposed to make with those lake devils, or with what means of communication, but ever since those days the Marvis family has been blessed with wealth and good fortune. 30 years, not once have I heard of any of their ships sinking or getting stranded, and their divers bring up pearls the size of my fist. What does this have to do with Jeblin's disappearance? Jeblin is not the first one to go missing like this. There's been a good handful of lake-faring souls like him who have simply vanished. Some of them poor fellows were sailors working for the Marvis family just like him. As I recall, it all started not long after the Arnesian War ended. Now, if a secret pact was indeed made with the Drow, what do you reckon was offered to them in return for their favor? I ask of you, what could monsters like them possibly want? Food. Exactly so, my friend, exactly so. They are monsters, and to them we are not but meat. Flesh to devour. That's the only thing land dwellers like us could offer them, our very lives. So you think Jeblin is going to be fed to the drow of the lake? I'm not sure of any of this, my friend, but even a blind man such as myself can tell there's something fishy going on. I can feel it in my gut. The boy is in grave danger. If he's still alive, he must be on board the Paraduma. So long as that ship is docked here, there's hope. Search the ship, Shari Lightfoot. He must be there somewhere in the cargo hold, perhaps. I've been to the cargo hold already. Jeblin wasn't there. Huh? He wasn't in the cargo hold. So it seems that the boy isn't held captive by Captain Oberter after all. However, there's still Oberter's brother, Barandus Marvis. I'm sure he must be involved in this. I reckon you might want to ask him about Jeblin. He's always outside, tending the guar by the town entrance. Keeps his apartment in the Amra apartment complex always locked. Maybe we're searching the apartment too. Maybe they're keeping poor Jeblin there. Just gonna skip over talking to the guy that hates my guts and is just going to lie to me and just search the
Excuse
apartment.
Me. Did you say something?
Because why would I talk to the man? Like, tip him off that I'm looking for him. Tip him off that I'm onto them. That's stupid. I'm gonna go find his apartment and break into it.
What's this then?
What was his name? Barandus Malvis on the bottom floor. Haven't saved in a while. Fellis Leandri's apartment. Gila Mandaro's. Barandus Marvis.
You must be joking.
Hello.
Bother someone else.
Man, everyone fucking hates my guts. Can you, like, look over here? Thank you. Let me pick the lock to this door. Alright. Your journal has been updated. So no sign of Jeblin in Baranus Marvis's apartment. I should talk to him directly. Well, Fine, but let me steal from him first, because I love doing that. Why am I not hitting? Oh, I guess it just took a second. Steal in all your rice. It's gonna be mine and turned into potions. Jam. Standard fortify endurance. My inventory is beginning to be very full of garbage. I haven't been to Necrom yet. This mod is going to take me a very long time to get through, isn't it? Like, it's quite big. Like, this is all I've explored yet for this mod. This little tiny line. And over... Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. And over here. Like, there's a lot of shit to look through. Well, he wasn't in the apartment, so I guess I gotta talk to him directly. I'm gonna be real, I'm starting to not trust the blind old sailor.
I have no time for you, Bosmer.
Tell me about Jebwin. My brother did warn me that a nosy outlander would come asking questions about a missing sailor, so am I the new suspect? Look, I just want to ask you some questions. I absolutely refuse to play along with this farce of an investigation. I don't want your trouble in Aimra, Outlander. Why do you keep harassing us like this? Because Ivan Soloth is worried about Jebwin. Well, do you know who I think should be your main suspect? It's none other than that damned outsider priest Ivan Soloth himself. Filled that boy Jebwin's head with all kinds of nonsense. Not just temple teachings, let me tell you. He tried to turn the boy against his captain, against his whole town. If anything, I think you should search the priest's apartment for clues. This apartment is inside the complex. Ivan Soloth's apartment, huh?
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
Ivan's is on the second floor. Okay.
Leave me.
Where is it?
So,
Is it this? No, this is a vendor. I haven't lived here very long, but I understand Aimra doesn't have shops other than my own. A few street vendors sell fish that near the Siltstrider port, and the Sailor's Inn you can get a drink and a bed to sleep in. The ships that are docked here are all cargo freighters, so they don't take passengers. I want... I kind of want some spells. We just... Detect Key can be pretty useful. Let me get that. Detect Key, give me the 2 interventions. Okay. Goodbye.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
Free restoration boost. Hell yeah, thanks for letting me read your book. Do you have anything cool for sale? Nope, just potions and alchemy ingredients. Okay. Can I sell you my booze? Because I don't want it. Farm milk, some wine. Okay. And can I get a good deal? Yeah. Money.
talk is cheap. I have no time for you, Bosmer.
You found what's left of poor Jebwin. His hair is wet, his lungs full of water, and his neck appears to be broken. An arm and a leg are missing. Are they? The arm's missing. The leg is almost certainly not. Should confront the priest about this. It is very suspicious that this place was not locked, by the way. I think he's being framed. That's not going to stop me from stealing from him. It's what I do. Where's that book? 62 Speechcraft. Hell yeah. And I hit level 11. Cool.
I have no time for you.
I think he's being framed, but I don't have any way to prove this. All I know is that the man's corpse was in his house. Who am I to believe? The man with a corpse in his house? Or the assholes? You're back, Shia Lightfoot. Have you managed to track down Jebrin? I pray to the three that he's alright. You found him? I found him dead in your apartment, on your bed, partly dismembered. What are you talking about? Partly dismembered on my bed? That makes no sense. You have some explaining to do. I swear by the three and the saints that I don't know anything about what you're saying. I had no idea Jebrin was dead. I hoped he was still alive. You have to believe me. And how do you explain the body being in your home? Someone must have carried his body to my apartment. My door is never locked. Yes, they could have easily done so. They are trying to frame me, Sharia Lightfoot. You don't think I killed Jebrin, do you? I do believe him. Like, why would he leave the door to his apartment unlocked with a corpse on the bed? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Good, thank you, Sharia Lightfoot. Now, I don't know why anyone would want to slaughter Jebrin like this, but maybe we can find the ones responsible for his death. Must be clever and careful. It's clear that there's a greater conspiracy at play. Someone must know who carried poor Jeblin's body into my apartment. Wait a minute. Rothus Fulvano. He's that shifty-looking guy who's always loitering in the halls of the apartment complex. I hear he sometimes does odd jobs for the Marvis family, too. Highly suspicious, don't you think? You should go question him. Okay, fine. If it is actually him, like, this is the 2 billion IQ genius man, because why would he leave the corpse in his room with the door unlocked? Unless he's trying to, like, super,
Whatever it is, I'm not interested.
like, galaxy brain it. What? Someone carried a dead body to the priest's apartment? I'm just a commoner. I ain't done nothing wrong, I swear. Okay, maybe you've seen something. Tell me what you know. No, I know nothing. Please stop harassing me, glub glub. What? Why'd you glub glub? What sound? Glub glub. That sound. You made it again. You're making me nervous, Outlander. That's what that is. Okay, listen to me, you weird toad boy. Tell me what you know and I don't break your face. No, I'll be a good boy. Look, you obviously know something. Please tell me what you know. All right, I will tell you everything, but not here, not here. There are eaters everywhere. They'd kill me if they knew I was talking to you. We need to go somewhere where it's safe. There's a warehouse just outside. You know it? It's the one with the crane on the roof. The warehouse has a basement. It's always empty. It'll be safer to talk to you there. I'll go in first and wait for you there, okay? This sounds like a trap. But I'll go anyways, because I'm a good quest taker. And while I'm here, I might as well do a little bit of leaving, you know what I'm saying? Some cheap-ass arrows. Wait, does these have weight? Sure do. I don't want these. God, my inventory is so full of trash. Baldarum Bone Mold Cuirass. Okay, I'm going to need to, like, ditch some stuff. Keep that, that's fucking expensive. This is heavy and isn't worth very much. Let me throw this in here and throw this in here. Always come back for them later if I really, really want them. I like this quest. It's a nice little mystery. The mystery doesn't seem too, like, complex or anything like that. It's not like, holy shit, I don't know what's going on. Whoever wrote this is a genius sort of dealio, but I am entertained. Are you entertained? Okay, I'm now over encumbered. How am I going to fix that? Okay, I don't need the eggs. These are heavy, and I have a ton of restore fatigue materials. These ones don't weigh as much. I don't really need meat, rat meat. That weighs a lot. I want to keep the salt rice just because it's pretty low weight. More meat is restore fatigue, but I don't. Well, this weighs 2.5 pounds each. Get rid of that. Okay, just get rid of the heavier stuff. Anything that weighs more than a pound. Although blind is kind of a rare thing. Why would I want to make a blind potion? What am I doing? What am I talking about? Okay, that'll do. Now to refill my inventory with more stuff. Like salt rice. Boy, do I love salt rice. It's my favorite. It's rice, and it is also salt. Probably. Is that the lore of salt rice? Probably not. Man, look at all this salt rice. So the man doing the glub glub. Probably a drow, right? We're all thinking that. We're all thinking he's probably a drow. Drew. I'm just gonna keep calling it drow. I know that's how you pronounce like the D&D Dark Elves. I don't care. I don't know how to pronounce this word. So I need to pick something and stick to it. I'm gonna have so much salt rice. I'm gonna make so many restore fatigue potions. I'm gonna quick save because it's probably gonna be evil. This probably isn't going to end well for me. This looks like it's going to drop me into the water. You're here. Good. Glub glub. No one can hear us here. Seriously, what's with that sound you keep making? Does it bother you, Outlander? Then you don't have the stomach for what happens next. And what's next? You're going to die with me, Outlander, and I will be reborn! Rather, Sylvando turns the crank behind him. He hears the sound of lake water rushing into the basement. Whenever the water raises, I don't see it anymore. Turning the crank does nothing. Well, I can just breathe underwater. I would like to go through this grate. I also like to see what happens to this guy. Hey, he drowned. Ralith Fulvano is dead. Peculiar wax amulet. I mean, I couldn't have done anything to save him, you know? So now what?
What's this about?
Hmm. That's suspect.
Keep moving, scum.
Maybe he is the one. Maybe he is just a galaxy brain genius. The corpse is gone. Hmm. Yeah, I think he's just a galaxy brain genius. He just left him there for me to find and then got me to kill that guy. Should escape and return to Ivan Seloth. Oh, Ivan does not appear to be here anymore. Do you know where Ivan went? Does anyone have anything to say about anyone involved in this quest right now?
Say what you want or go away.
The lighthouse has a lock level of 100, which seems unusual. Is the quest still in my journal? No, it's not. Wait, yes it is. Shadow under Amra. So the quest is still in my journal and ongoing. So I guess the solution is you're supposed to kill the guy before you drown, get the key, and leave. Which is fair enough.
Make it quick, Bosmer.
Annoying Outlander.
Make it quick, Outlander. How are you today?
Hello. I was afraid that the young lad might already be dead, but I still held on to hope, the fool that I am. This is a grievous thing, my friend, a grievous thing indeed. There's a shadow over Amra. No one's truly rich in Amra, but the Marvis family have still amassed an impressive amount of wealth, quite unusual for a family of common Velothi, if you ask me. There are two prominent family members left in Amra, Captain Obadur and his brother Barandus, spitting images of their father, the old man Marvis. He was a true Amra native, red-haired and gloomy. Suppose he died years ago. We haven't seen him in a decade or so. I remember he had a wife who wasn't from around here. Never saw her. Let me touch the amulet. It's strange indeed. No, I can't say I've ever come across anything like this amulet.
What is this regarding, Bosmer?
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
My late mother took her in when she was but a child, and I wasn't much older myself. I don't know who her parents were. I suppose they were running away from the Arnesian War and simply left her behind. Don't matter to me. She's a hard-working girl who earns her keep. That's all I care about.
Please, have a look around.
You have found Jebwin. Jebwin is dead, I'm sorry. No, Shari Lightfoot, you're wrong. You've got to be mistaken. Whoever you found cannot be Jebwin. Jebwin can't be dead. He can't be. Please tell me it isn't so. I'm afraid so. Oh no. Oh no, poor Jebwin. Why? Why did he die? He never did anything to deserve this. That's what I'm trying to find out. Please do, Shari Lightfoot. Whoever did this has to be punished. Only a heartless monster could do such a thing. I remember Jebwin telling me that his parents died in the war. He is originally from across the lake. You see, that's where all the fighting was, I'm told. You seen this amulet? It's a rather ugly thing, to be honest.
Yes, Outlander?
Anara is sad. So I'm supposed to return to the priest.
Excuse me, did you say something?
But the priest ain't here. Let me try the boat again, perhaps? I still don't like you, and I still don't want to talk to you. Before I answer any more of your questions, perhaps you'd care to explain why you killed Darathir. You were trespassing in the hold, and he had every right to stand his ground and to defend himself. I will not report this to the guards just yet, but I will if I ever see you on my ship again. I've had enough of you. Get the hell out of Aimra, Outlander. Okay, that's fair. But what if I go down here? Quick save. Still think it's sus that there's... Oh, forgot you were there.
I think his one leg was longer than...
Okay... Where would the priest go?
It's fine with me. Go ahead.
My athletics has increased to 25. Very impressive.
Spit it out or hit the road.
Dirt, 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 dirt. Everywhere, dirt. Do I drop the sweet
Is
roll?
there like a hint anywhere over here? Salt rice. For me? Shouldn't have. Has nobody seen the priest?
Well, annoying outlet.
I don't know who else I could talk
Well.
to. Yeah, I don't really know where to go from here. Wondering, no, there isn't a way, like there isn't a way underneath here. Yeah, I'm stumped. The only thing I can think of is maybe going into the lighthouse, because that's the only place I haven't really been. Like I could talk to literally everybody in town, if see if they know anything. I don't think that's going to help.
Pushed so hard. What's this regarding?
Let me double check his house real quick and see if there's like a note or something I miss. I've heard of you, Shari Lightfoot. Would you be willing to hear a business proposition? I'm a little busy, but why not? Trying to set up a trade relationship between my lord Inderil Saris and House Dress, but I'm afraid that my lord doesn't have a good grasp of what the Dress are willing to buy. He has asked me to sell a number of commonplace goods. Those rarely go over well with the Dress, who pride themselves on their self-sufficiency. If you were to supply me with more interesting wares for the Dress trade, I can make it worth your while. Are the Dress like slavers? You wanted me to get slaves? Good to hear it. Let me know if you come across any goods for the Dress trade. Quamaeg? There aren't Quama in the Deshran Plains, it's true, but they have plenty of other insectoid livestock to get their foodstuffs from. Never mind, I'll give it a try, but we should really find something of higher value to entice them. Rare ores. Okay,
Will this take long?
interesting. I'll work on that later. Break my kneecaps, falling down here. Take one more look in his apartment. over encumbered. Okay. Get rid of that. Let me use these armor hammers. That should free up some weight. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of stumped, to be completely honest with you. The priest is gone, the corpse is gone. My journal says to talk to the priest, but you can't really talk to a person if he ain't there. I looked in the apartment, I looked in the boat. I guess I could try and talk to the captain again, but he seems kind of mad. He said he'd call the guards. I guess I'll save and then go talk to him. Maybe killing the guy down there ruined my chances of getting more clues. Nope.
Need I call the gods?
Yeah. This is a problem. Okay, I'll go check the lighthouse. The lighthouse has a very impressive lock on it, which is what I would consider to be an interesting thing. And if I don't find anything in there, I guess I'll call the video for today and see what happens. See if I can figure it out next time. Is this guy gone too? Or did he just run over? No, you're a bounty hunter.
You have questions?
This guy's gone too. He wasn't gone a minute ago. Oh, now my journal has been updated. Ivan Salth is gone. There's a change in the air that can be felt, a chill coming from the lake. This doesn't promise anything good. Perhaps I should try and speak with old Zadathis Eldorethi again. I guess I just didn't get close enough to the thing? I was on it. That is weird.
What do you want? What is it now?
Maybe some of the triggers broken. Reloading the save helped fix it. I don't know.
It's fine with me. Go ahead.
Ivan Salth has gone missing too. Dire news, yes, but there's still hope. Both he and his captors must still be in Imra. Captain Obador's ship hasn't left the harbor. I heard that a shady congregation of people was making its way to the lighthouse. That's where they must have taken him. There's no time to lose. The Hetman Deva Aranim holds the key to the lighthouse. If you explain the situation to her, perhaps she'll help you. The Hetman is in the trade house. Hurry. Deva Aranim. Okay. Can I have the key to the lighthouse? What's this? What do you need the key for? Ivan Salth has disappeared, and you have a reason to believe he's in the lighthouse? Yes, and I think he's in danger. Horrible. We will deal with these rogues, whoever they are. You have my permission to enter the lighthouse, Shari Lightfoot. Here's the key. Indriel foot soldiers will meet you at the front door. They will accompany you in the raid. Rescue Ivan Seloth. You trust me very quickly for me saying 2 words to you, but okay. Probably gonna have to do some fighting, so let me get my Dragon's Blade out.
Spit it out or hit the road.
Oh, they're the guards.
There's no time for talk now. Go.
I've been told to accompany you, Alan. Just unlock this door for us. The case against human edibles. The fuck? You hear someone or something moving upstairs. Glub, glub. Is this a snack on two legs? Come, come, sluggle closer, delicious stranger. What the hell is wrong with you? Wrong? What does the stranger mean? Your face, your eyes, your claw? What happened? It is Ulvo's new skin. It will live forever. Glub, glub. They promised Ulvo that it would. Ulvor Telvor used to keep the light here, but no more. The stranger is not one of us. Glub, glub. The boy died in the grotto below. What grotto? The grotto where they all lie waiting, visitors from the lake under the lighthouse. The entrance is hidden. Mustn't tell more. I need to join them. Tell me where it is. Is the stranger one of the chosen? Does the stranger carry the sign of Perudma? I have 3 of these amulets. Good, there is a hidden door downstairs. The stranger must move the shield on the wall to open it. Now go and go join the others. Be quick, Ulvo is hungry. This is creepy. Move the shield on the wall. A loud sound coming from behind. Hey! Shigo's Shelf. Isn't that one of the villains from Kim Possible? What does this do? Shigo's Shelf. Night Eye. I'll take it, but I don't really need it.
You will die.
Okay, I was hoping that...
Surrender your life to me and I will end your pain.
You in.
Alright, well, 2 of them down. Use Barandus. Divine Judgment Silver Staff. That weighs a lot. Drow Boots. Those are very worth money. I'll take those. And I am over encumbered. Okay, these sacks are very broken items. What do these even go on? Let me quick save and see what inventory slot this goes on. This object is broken and can't be equipped until it is fixed. Did I replace my cuirass? No. What did that replace? Oh, it replaced my shield. Well, whatever this is, it's clearly broken and cheaty, so I'm not gonna... Oh, right, over encumbered. Right. So I need to get rid of some stuff. Your corpse looks like a good trash can. I don't really want to get rid of these armor hands. Inventory management. My favorite. Okay, get rid of the heavy things. Okay, I'm already under, but I'm gonna look around even more so that I don't need to, like, do this again in a... Actually, Fortify Endurance, I want to keep those. Maybe I shouldn't be holding 386 Salt Rice. Maybe that's a little overkill. Maybe I'll keep, like, a couple hundred of them. This doesn't weigh anything? That's interesting. Yeah, these temple domes are kind of pricey too. Get rid of some of those. Don't need the wolf pelt. Okay. Don't need these. There. My inventory has been fixed. Let me quick save. Some man's up there. See if I can sneak up on him. Also, can I even get to him? What do you mean lock level 25 on a crate? Okay. Some garbage. My friends here do not seem to share my whole sneaking thing. Notes on Drow. Entry 1. Since I have to cope with all the visits to my under-neighbors the Drow, I might as well see for myself what this is all about. This smell, it is so foreign and strong that some strange fungi appeared here. There are mushrooms that I have never seen anywhere else. I should take some samples and see what their properties are. I'm intrigued by these strange clusters floating on the surface. The feeble flow of these dark waters make them drift to the walls of the cave. From what I've read in the book Life Cycle of the Drow, I suppose these are the Grom, the pellets of fibers that Drow vomit during the so-called meth. I tried to unravel one of the pellets, and I nearly fainted under the assault of the stench. It was 10 times worse than the rotting fish and meat and the acrid smell of all of those weird shrooms that surround me. In the end, I found nothing interesting in those little balls. Sometimes my visitors gather on the platform above, and they just stay there, staring at me weirdly. I've come to realize that this is my cue to leave, so I leave them to do whatever they do there. I started to make a precise account of the meat and fish that they bring here, and the quantities the Drow need. With time, I will find a balance between supply and consumption and hope that nothing will rot and add to the horrible smell. My companions find it funny, but I will try anyways. Well, it is a success. The smell is less overwhelming now, quite bearable. I took a look at that book up there. I was quite surprised to see one of the sermons of Lord Vivek. Well, even if I worship the Tribunal, I am not one to delve too deeply into this religious stuff. I discarded it to go back to my work. Yesterday something happened that scared me. I was sampling some of the weirdest mushrooms of this cave when all the Drow came near the surface. It was a mess of tentacles and pincers and lots of water being thrown everywhere. They made a ruckus, hissing and clicking and growling. I stepped back worried. Could they climb the stairs and platforms? Could they reach me? Once out of their sight, I ran away. They were speaking. The first thing I did when they got too excited for my liking was to warn my visitors. They were amused, to say the least, and I felt like a fool to be so worried. I explained that they just settled an argument between them. So all that noise was actually a language. I'm so excited. What if we could speak to these creatures and come to a mutual understanding? That would be the beginning of a new era, where an intelligent aquatic race would take their rightful place in the history of Tamriel. On the other hand, I witnessed some disturbing behaviors on their part. When one of them starts the transition, the meth, and unfortunately fails, they just eat it. It's somewhat shocking, and it will be a long wait before they enter civilization. I caught a few words, now I'm nearly able to talk to them. Well, they are very basic creatures with very basic needs like food, and food. But sometimes they talk about a great cavern, a place where they have to return to pay their respects to their leader, a king of sort. I wonder if this king is the famous Ruddy Man, probably one of his heirs. I had more discussions with the Drows. Well, if I'm honest, I overheard more conversations. It seems that the Great Cavern and its inhabitants are located in a very deep abyss far to the south. Could it be the Perudma's Maw that the denizens of Amra are talking about with a great level of fear? I spoke to my visitors about the Great Cavern, the King of the Drow, and I also mentioned Perudma's Maw. Maybe I shouldn't have. They sent weird looks my way. Interesting. Water walking amulet. Drum here. Hello. Outlander, you are a pesky one. I should have known that fool Ralith couldn't kill you. Here for Ivan Seloth, let him go. Let the priest go? No, that's not possible. My family is hungry. I can't deny them their prey. What do you mean? I see no point in explaining anything to an outlander destined to die you couldn't possibly understand. This is the end, Obadiah. No need to keep secrets. This is the end for you, not me. You can't beat me. Very well, then. I will grant you one question. One question. Then you will die. What's the deal with the Drow? The tide is high. They have come here for blood like they always do. Not Euros or Ivan Selos. They will gladly feast on your flesh, but they don't care about the blood running through your veins. They want my family's blood. It is the pact we've made with them. A union. Now, they are displeased with us. Jevian is dead, and you have disrupted our ritual. I will appease them after I've killed you. And what makes your family blood so special? My family is bound by blood to the Drow. My father forged this unbreakable bond when he took my mother as his wife. Like all marriages, it was a trade. It was agreed that whenever the time was right, the Drow would come and one of my blood would undergo the sacred ritual of Carvin a Sim and join the Abyssal Choir. All this is in my blood, sleeping. Now the Drow have come to wake it. But there's still time. There's still time. I have a replacement in mind. I just have to deal with you first. And who was your mother? No, Outlander, I've already asked 2 of your questions when I promised to answer just one. I've humored you for far too long. It's time to end this. Surrender, Obadar. There's no need for more bloodshed. I cannot surrender, Outlander. Do you not understand? Peruna forbids it. The Drow forbid it. The ritual mustn't be stopped. The pact must be honored. There will be hell to pay otherwise. I will not surrender to you. By the demons of the lake, I will not. Okay, I need a fatigue potion. I did it.
Oh, come on, leave me alone.
That is very expensive. I will take it. That is very expensive. I will take it. Give me your shoes. There's a lot of stuff here. Hi. By the 3 of you, you saved me, Shari Lightfoot. They were going to. Ivan Salt breaks down sobbing. It's alright, Ivan. You're safe now. Yes, I am forever in your debt, Shari Lightfoot. Please let us go. I don't know the way out of this place. You lead the way. This heavy book looks like one of the official sermons of Vivek, but some patches of passage are heavily crossed out and marred with ink stains. Notes and corrective observations fill the margins. I would like these potions. This drow wax. I would not like the human flesh. Goya. Alright, I need to drop some shit again. Oh dear God. My inventory. Actually keep that. Let's get rid of that.
Find someone else to
Come
bother.
on, leave me alone.
Kind of want to see what's going to go on down there, but I can come back later. Let's free Ivan first. Ivan's a pretty weak boy. He's got less health than I do, and I've not got a lot. So, protecting him might be hard. I'm going to quick save in case I manage to get him killed somehow. Praise the 3. We're out of the grotto. Thank you for everything, Shari Lightfoot. Now I need a moment alone, if that's alright. I want need to clear my head. Come see me later, and we'll talk about all that has happened. I'll be at my home.
3 blessings, sir.
Alright, let's go talk to him in his home. I need a moment alone, if that's all right. I need to clear my head. Come see me later. Perhaps you should let Deva Arnhem know what happens, and maybe your friend Zadathis Eldrathi too. Okay. This video is going very long. I didn't expect this quest to take me 20,000 hours, but apparently it's a chonky one. This quest is really interesting. It's a lot more interesting than most, like, Morrowind quests. You're back from the Lighthouse, Outlander. What happened there? I defeated Abador Marvis and his followers. I think that something like this was going on in a town that I'm supposed to watch over. I have failed as a hetman, and I will spend the rest of my life making amends. May the three forgive me and guide me. You have my thanks, Outlander. You've done us a great service for unearthing and putting an end to the sinister plot. Please accept this gold as token of my personal gratitude. Shouldn't you give me like a book? Shouldn't you tell me that justice is its own reward and give me like a religious book about the tribunal?
Excuse me, did you say something?
Hi. You returned from the lighthouse, friend. I'm glad that you're alive. You dealt with the Marvis family, yes, and perhaps learned the truth about what happened to Jebwin, too. You're still somewhere out there, deep in the lake, watching us biding the time. It's an unnerving thought, my friend. I was afraid that the young lad might already be dead, but I still held on hope. Fool that I am, he didn't deserve this kind of fate, no matter his bloodline. Obador Marvis told me of some sort of blood ritual. I reckon what they had to offer him was a fate far worse than death. Poor lad, he was doomed before he was even born. You know things you haven't told me before. Tell me what you know of Jebwin. All right, my friend, all right. I must say that I was never sure of any of this until now. I hoped I was wrong, but after all that has happened and all that you've told me, my suspicions have been confirmed. Jebwin was one of that ill-favored family. Old man Marvis and his father were brothers. Brothers? Liquid! Tell me what you know of Jebwin's father. Well, all I know for certain is that Old Man Marvis had a younger brother. The two of them never saw eye to eye about anything. Used to have terrible rows that were the talk of the town. Hell, I remember them clashing sabers in public once or twice. When the Arnesian War started, they had their final falling out, and the younger brother left Aimra for good. Now, back then, no one knew what the falling out was about, but I reckon it was a disagreement over the pact with the Drow. So Jebwin's father didn't want any part of what they were doing. Us two can only guess what happened between the two brothers 30 years ago. Old man Marvis renounced his brother for turning his back on the family, and we never saw him again. It was just assumed that he had joined some war party heading south and gotten himself killed in the fighting. It wasn't uncommon in those days. Well, now I'm not so sure that he died in the war. I reckon he was killed right here. First blood for the Drow. Why didn't Jebwin know about any of this? All this happened 30 years ago, and Jebwin was just a speechless child. It's only natural he had no memories of his family. So Jebwin's father was killed by his own family. Killed, yes, or worse. Maybe he was forced to go through the same blood ritual that they wanted Jebwin to go through. The Drow are crafty devils, and they are ancient as the seas. They have knowledge of things that to you and me would seem both unnatural and impossible. Who knows? Who knows? Why was Jebwin left alive if his father was disposed of? Can't say for certain, but I reckon Jebwin's father must have taken the boy across the lake to Dress Harak in a desperate attempt to keep him safe. Perhaps that's where old man Marvis left the boy to fend for himself until the time would be right to join the rest of the family. What about Jebwin's mother? I don't know who Jebwin's mother was. Whoever she was, no one in Aimra knew her or saw her, that's for sure. And I don't need to remind you that no one ever saw Captain Obadur's mother either. It's a troubling thing, Sharia Lightfoot, this question of mothers. Who they were, what they were. The Marvis family was debauched beyond mortal comprehension. I'd rather not think about it. Still don't understand why Jebwin was kidnapped. I can only guess Obadar Marvis's motives, but I think he wanted Jebwin to take his place. The Drow wanted one of the family to join their abhorrent ranks. They wanted blood. Obadar decided to offer Jebwin's to save himself. At least that's what I think happened. Tell me about the pact. Neither do I, my friend, neither do I. I originally thought the pact was made in response to the Arnesian War to protect Aimra from the Argonian threat, but now I can't help but wonder if the true origins of this horrid union don't go further back in history. The details of the pact might very well be forever shrouded in mystery. Perhaps it's for the better. Thank you for telling me. No, my friend, thank you for listening. For trying your damnedest to find Jebwin and for putting an end to the madness of the Marvis family. Here, have a drink on me. This time, though, I do wonder. No, never mind. Forget I said anything. What is it? Well, you stopped Obador Marvis and his followers, but the Drow are still out there somewhere, deep in the lake. What if they are still watching Aimra? It's an unnerving thought, my friend, even if it's nothing else. Well, if it ever comes to it, I'll deal with them. Yes, yes. Goodbye, my friend. Oh, one more thing I wanted to ask you. Have you told Anara of all that's happened? The girl deserves to know the truth, don't you think? Anara's a drow!
Speak, traveler. Our doors are always
She's a shapeshifter! I dealt with the people who killed him. You did. Thank you, Sharia Lightfoot, but I need to know why. Why did he die? A cult of drow worshippers wanted to force him to undergo a blood ritual. That's horrible. He must have been so scared. I wish I hadn't asked. I don't know what to do, Sharia Lightfoot. I feel so terrible. I've lost the best friend I ever had, the only friend I ever had. I'm sorry. Please. I don't know what to do now, Sharia Lightfoot. What do I do now that I'm alone? Well, you're not alone. Others are also mourning. It'll get better. Really? I don't know. Maybe one day my pain will ease, but right now it feels that there's a living, breathing void inside my heart. It hurts. But I thank you for your kind words, Sharia Lightfoot. Thank you for everything, and goodbye.
Yes, I'll do
Double
that.
journal update? Should visit Ivan Soloth now. He's going to be gone, or dead.
Annoying outlander.
Ivan must
My
also be
time is
part of the
precious.
family. Otherwise, why would he have been kidnapped and locked up in the cage? They were going to make him undergo the blood ritual, so he must also have the blood of the family in him, right?
Spit it out or hit the road.
I mean, that makes sense to me. What if he's the father? Good to see you again, Sharia Lightfoot, and I'm still shaken by all that happened, but I'd like to thank you for saving me, and thank you for trying to find Jeblin, even if destiny didn't allow for him to be saved. Now that Jeblin is gone, I don't see any reason to stay here for much longer. Someone else from the temple can come here to tend to the shrine. I've had enough. The lake still unnerves me, and the drow. I'm sorry, Sharia Lightfoot. For a moment, it felt I was back in that grotto, surrounded by those horrid monsters. But I'm alright now. Yes, I just need to get as far away from this place as I possibly can. Club club. What was that strange sound you just made? I don't know. I didn't mean to make it. It was like a hiccup. Strange. I'm sure it'll pass. What did they do to you in that grotto, Ivan? I don't remember, Sharia Lightfoot. There are black holes in my memory. I think I was unconscious for most of my time in that cage. You should probably get help. Maybe you're right. There's a temple infirmary in Sarenthal. Perhaps I should go there. This will be far away from this town and this cursed lake. Thank you for your advice, Sharia Lightfoot. I wish you the best, Ivan. Goodbye. Before you go, Sharia Lightfoot, please accept this potion of 7 wonders. It's not much, but perhaps you'll find it useful. Goodbye, Sharia Lightfoot. Potion of 7 wonders, you say? It's got question marks. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say that this fortifies all of your stats. There's only 7 of them, so it probably fortifies all of your stats except intelligence. And is the quest done? It sure is. Man, that quest was a long one. I was not expecting that to take so long, but it was pretty freaking cool. Yeah, and I think my work in this town is pretty much done too. I've talked to everyone. The only one who still has stuff for me to do is this lady, right? For getting like stuff for the Drez. That seems like a quest I can do like over time though, and not something that I just need to like rush right away. Yeah, next time I'm probably going to head back to Vardenfell maybe? Or I don't know, maybe go back to Old Ebonheart. There was some guild in Old Ebonheart that wasn't like a vanilla guild that I didn't even walk into that I was thinking of checking out. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know what I'm going to do next time, actually. This quest took a long time, and it made me think some things. Some weird things.
He's a hard man, all right.
Ooh. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.